a lot of white guys, they believe that they are seen as the problem. They are seen as the reason that there's this harm happening. And and we don't have a lot of education happening in organizational context to separate individual bad actors from structural systems of inequality or marginalization. And so if somebody is saying that I'm racist, then I'm like, oh, you think I'm a white supremacist who rallies with the KKK. Like, I don't have a way to parse that out until I understand how structural inequality, institutional racism works. And when I recognize that, I can see that racism moves through me just like it does anyone in our system, and that there are certain advantages that I have based on my positionality. But I can also see that that's not who I am, and that I can choose a different path. I can choose to take a stand in opposition to and resistance to the structural racism and inequality that has been normalized. And when I take that oppositional stance, that is an incredibly empowering, connective position, because now I have access to the parts in me that were deemed irrelevant or unimportant, and even that I was taught to fear. Like you talked about vulnerability being wielded as a weapon against us, or trust. And then there's the opportunity to recognize that I'm not alone, and I'm not this like sole actor who's out in opposition against everyone else, but there's a whole community that's been doing this work for generations, including white men, for generations, who've been abolitionists, who've been on the front lines of movements that have supported change side by side with those who are most impacted. And I think that it's so exciting and exhilarating, because we don't just have one option. Either we fit in with the culture or we cease to exist or have spaces to exist. But we can actually find and build and co-create new cultures together, even new cultures of masculinity with white men, that dramatically improve our capacity to show up fully and also actively work toward a more equitable world. So I will get off my soapbox, I promise, but I just wanted to share that piece because it really lights me up, and that's what motivates me in the work.